Well, first of all, we have to understand that the days before we had a lot of rumors and fear in Bolivia because there were people saying that this will be somehow a very unique election because there will be clashes between the opposition and the supporters of Evo Morales. But today we had a very peaceful and calm day. Everybody went to vote. We had minor events, but I think everything is very calm here. One of the difficulties is to know what is going on in the rural areas because you have the polling companies doing it in the cities, and they try to do it everywhere. But that's a bit difficult, and you have to understand that the stronghold of Evo Morales is located in the rural areas. Another one is the hidden vote because this is when people don't want to reveal their vote until the day of election. So that will be another problem because the last polls show that we have 6.6% of people who don't want to reveal. But the trends show that finally they do it for Evo Morales. Another one will be doing polls in overseas, in Argentina, Brazil, and other countries. That will be another problem. That will be the main issues. We need to talk about the last results of this poll. They show that Morales will win with 38% over Mesa with 28%. But if you consider all the valid votes, because we don't consider in our law those votes that are blank or null, in that case, Morales will have a margin of 44%. That means that he will win in the first round. The days before, there were a lot of gatherings in other cities like La Paz, Santa Cruz, Tarija, Potosí. They call it cabildos. And in those cabildos, they call for civil disobedience. And I think that's something that is very concerning for me because they are already assuming that the elections will be rigged and they are talking about fraud. There were, for instance, Carlos Mesa was talking today about a possible fraud that he doesn't trust the electoral body. So that shows that they are preparing something. Evo Morales has also said in the previous days that a coup d'etat is on the making because the opposition will not acknowledge the results if they lose. I think there are two main arguments that movement towards socialism has been using. The first of them is legal because the Supreme Court in Bolivia, the Constitutional Court, has allowed Evo Morales to run for another term under the argument that is his human right. This was later approved by the electoral body here, and that will be the legal argument. The other one is the kind of unique democracy that we have in Bolivia, because Bolivia is well known for having a communitary democracy. We have a lot of unions, we have a lot of social control, we have groups that are organized from civil society. And those groups are very close to Evo Morales. And the argument is that these groups have been pushing Evo Morales to run for another term. Well, I can think about, first of all, stability. Stability, because Bolivia has been well known for being a very unstable country. I remember during the 3.5 years of 2002 to 2005, we had three presidents. And now we have stability for the last 13 to 14 years. So that will bring also stability in our markets, in our economy. Another factor will be the nationalization of natural resources and the redistribution of our resources, especially through incentives and also through stipends, what we call bonus here to people who need it the most. For instance, for kids, for pregnant women, for the elderly people. So those really help people to overcome poverty. Another one will be a very pragmatic management of the economy. We have a lot of savings in the central bank. This also gave stability to our currency. So, and those will be the 3 points that come to my mind.